So I'm going to hit record. Yay, I'm back stateside. I'm so excited. So welcome to the call. It's July 9th. I almost said January, but it's definitely not January. Super excited to be here, and we have some good stuff to talk about tonight. So I wanted to start out, as always, with just seeing if anybody had anything to celebrate or introductions, new team members. I'm not sure if I've met you, Lisbeth.
Hi. No,
Hi.
I'm new here.
Yay, welcome.
Thank you.
Who's your sponsor?
Evelyn.
Oh, Evelyn. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Great. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, Carmen, this is Lisbeth, and her mom is Esther, who I'm hoping is Esther joining us tonight, Lisbeth?
I am not sure. I texted her, but I haven't gotten an answer yet.
Okay, all right. So hopefully she'll join us at some point. But this is Lisbeth, Esther's daughter, and I think I told you about her. I met Esther, like 8 years ago. She babysat for my daughter, and Esther had just become a grandma for the first time. So Lisbeth and I actually have kids that are almost around the same age. She's got 2 boys. I've got 2 girls, and I saw them grow up alongside my girls, and Esther's just an amazing lady, and her daughters are also amazing. Esther's got 2 daughters, and so I'm just excited to have you on my team, Lisbeth and Esther, and excited to see how you're going to build this business for yourself, and also excited because they're both joining at the same time as they are doing the shred. So today was their first shred day.
Fantastic. Yay. Well, I'm excited. We're going to get on the phone after this, and hopefully you can join our next call too. The one simple change that we'll be doing after this. I think that'll be good information for you. All right. Anybody else have anything to celebrate? Nothing?
I just had a really good salad party, so that's fun. I had 2 prospects, 2 customers, and we ran around the table and made lunch for the week, and we did it in 35 minutes, and then just chatted for the next half hour, 45 minutes. So that was fun.
Yay. I had a salad party today too, and it took about 35 minutes and salads for the week. If you guys don't know what a salad party is, get with your sponsor or your upline leader, because they're super fun way to get people together, showcase our healthy living community. You can do smoothies, you can share your Juice Plus story, you can share, why you decided to partner with this community to inspire healthy living. So it's just a great opportunity, and everybody brings it some ingredients, and then you go home with salads for the week, and they're really, really fun. People love them. So definitely worth doing if you guys aren't doing those yet. Okay. So there's some things I wanted to talk about on this call. I'm hoping Tristyn gets on, because she was going to share tonight, but I don't see her yet. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the 90-day game plan. So how many of you guys are in the 90-day game plan group? Okay, so I just want to share what it is, because it's not something that everybody has to do. You can do it if you want to, but basically what the 90-day game plan is it's 90 days. It started July 1st, and it's 90 days from July 1st to the close of business in September, which is the last, which is when we have to have all of our promotions wrapped up for the fall conference, which is taking place in Tampa in October. So it's an opportunity to really plug in and get active with activity in order to build your business. And so what it's made up of is events that we're able to invite people to. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening, there's a live Zoom event. They're not recorded, so it's a live Zoom event that you would invite people to. And then Thursday afternoon at, I think it's 2 p.m. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening, and then Thursday afternoon. So 4 Zooms a week that you're live Zooms, and the people that are on these Zooms are successful in our business. These are mostly business focused Zooms. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that. So when you're inviting, that doesn't mean you can't invite someone who's brand new and isn't super familiar with Juice Plus. You can invite people, but you have to make sure that they understand that we're going to be sharing about the company and the mission and our community and what we really have to offer as a Juice Plus company. Okay, so it's not just about Juice Plus. And I like to do that. I like to invite people and let them know they're going to learn about the Juice Plus company, because I don't want them to get on a call and expect it to be product like what we're going to be doing in 20 minutes. I don't want them to have that expectation and then it feel like okay, wait a second, I thought I was learning about the product and now I feel like you're switching it up on me. Okay, so we always want to be really authentic with our invitation and make sure that people understand what they're being invited to. But these calls are absolutely phenomenal, and they will cover the products. They'll cover all of our products. They'll cover our community, all of our Healthy Living Revolution tools. They'll cover the opportunity and what, all kinds of different people who built this business and really, decided that they can create their own future with using this business as a tool. So these are going to be really, really awesome opportunities. The other part of the 90-day game plan is, besides the events that we're able to invite to 4 times a week, is that they have something they call it WOD, work of the day. So every day you're going to see a post where they're going to basically assign us a task to do. Okay, it usually has to do with social media, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about social media in a second, but it usually has to do with social media and either posting something or today's activity, I think, was reaching out to your chicken list people. So we all have a chicken list, whether you or not you have them written down, those people who you're a little bit intimidated about sharing with or afraid to share it, reaching out and starting the conversation with some of the people who are on your chicken list. That's what today's was. But other work of the day from last week is one day, is posting about your tower garden or posting about the freedom that this business allows for you. Or there was a picture of the capsules opened up and cultivating curiosity with that social media post so that people want to ask you, okay, tell me more about what these plant powders are. And all of this social media that we do it without saying Juice Plus. Okay, so that is really important whenever you're doing social media, is you don't want to be a Juice Plus billboard. Okay, so you don't want to be screaming Juice Plus or have it, pasted all over your social media accounts, because that's to people, that's like, it's super salesy and people get turned off by that. Okay. So instead we want to really showcase the mission, showcase the lifestyle, showcase, our own health journey, and let that attract people to us, allow that to really attract people who are like-minded to our social media. So then we can start conversations with them and then invite them to learn more about what we're doing. Okay, does that make sense? Anybody have anything else to add about that? Okay, so if you're not part of the 90-day game plan yet, ask your upline sponsor to add you to that group, and we can do that. Okay, so that brings me to the Brian Marsh training that Michelle and I, did you guys all like our live videos that we did from Spain? We had a lot of fun doing those live videos. So anyways, that training by Brian Marsh, it is like, I think it's like 40 minutes to an hour. So it's kind of long, but it's really a phenomenal training. And so basically Brian Marsh is in Australia, and he went to 100 Club National Marketing Director. So not just National Marketing Director, but which is the top of our company, but he went to 100 Club National Marketing Director, which is basically our highest level that we have recognition for in the United States, in about 18 months, which is basically unheard of. How did he do that? Well, he shares in the training, he shares how he did that. And basically what did he do? He kept it so super simple. Okay. So super simple. He didn't tell people, okay, you guys, now you're sharing Juice Plus, you're on the team. Here's what you're going to go out and study all of the research and learn it back and forth so that you can recite it. You're going to want to know about every single ingredient that's in Juice Plus and what it does in the human body. No. You don't need to know any of that. He says, I want you to be out there having conversations with people, sharing your story. I want you to be posting on social media in an effective way, which means cultivating curiosity, okay, showcasing the lifestyle, showcasing your own health journey, showcasing, what health means to you and what you're doing to be healthy every day, and how you, different ways that Juice Plus works into that without, making Juice Plus your billboard, right? And I want you to be doing 3-way calls. That's what I want you to be doing, okay? Having conversation with people, posting on social media, and doing 3-way calls. That's what they did. They did it over and over and over again, wash, rinse, repeat. And that's how they were able to build to 100 Club National Marketing Director so quickly. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is not only because I want you guys all to really take the time to watch the training, because it really is, I think, a phenomenal training. But it's because you guys we have to be doing 3-way calls. And for those of you who are doing 3-way calls, awesome. And I've got 2 people who I'm excited for you guys to hear from tonight, who are going to share how 3-way calls have worked for them. But I want you guys, I want to give you permission to bring your 3-way calls to me. Okay. I'm reading, okay, I'm a little bit going in a circle here, so try and stay with me. This month, our book that we're reading in our Cherry Bomb group, and I would love for all of us to be reading this book. It's called Get Over Your Damn Self. Get Over Your Damn Self. And I can't remember if somebody can remember who the author is, and write it in the chat. That would be awesome. But it's an awesome book. It's such a good book. And basically what she told me today as I was reading it is she says that 85% of my time as your leader should be spent doing 3-way calls with you. And I'm not spending 85% of my time doing 3-way calls. So I need you guys to be bringing me 3-way calls. Okay. That is how we build, and that is how we build quickly. Okay. So I don't care I don't care if you're 25 people down below, down from me. You can still ask me to do 3-way calls. I want to be doing 3-way calls with all of you. Okay. So what do we do 3-way calls for? Okay. The ones you're going to bring me are mostly probably going to be business focused ones. These are going to be prospects who you want to do life with, you want to have join your team. So what do? You say, oh my gosh, I want you to meet my friend Carmen. She's a mom just like you. And, she's been sharing Juice Plus for 13 years now, and she knows so much more about it than I do, but I would love for you to hear her story. Or, my story is, for those of you who don't know it, my story is that I got started sharing Juice Plus, first of all, because my daughter was sick and I wanted, to keep her out of the pediatrician's office every month. But secondly, because I had this burning desire to be a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't have the financial resources to do that. And so I needed to figure out a way that I could leave my job and be that stay-at-home mom. And I saw Juice Plus as my what if moment. Like, what if this could be a way that I could stay home with my daughter? And so if you have people who have that story, then absolutely, I need to talk to them. I need to build vision for them. And why do you bring those people to me? Because I'm a national marketing director. I've gotten to the top of the company. I can share with them that, if I can do it, anybody can do it, and that it's available to everybody. Okay. So you guys, I'm giving you permission to schedule 3-way calls with me. Okay. I have a time trade link that I'm going to put into the chat. So I'll put it in just a minute, and then you guys can just copy and paste that into your notes and save it. And then you don't even have to necessarily reach out to me before you schedule it. You can just book me in my time trade. If I'm not available, it's not going to show up as available in my time trade. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. And you can just book me, and we'll do a 3-way calls. And these 3-way calls, by the way, you guys are 20 minutes. Okay. Maybe 30 minutes if people are asking a lot of questions, but they're not going to be, it's not training. It's not, how do you build a Juice Plus business? It's introductions, getting to know me, asking questions, and me sharing my story and building a little bit of vision for what can be done. Okay. Any questions? Who's going to start bringing me three-way calls? All the hands go up. Okay. So in that vein, I would love for Tristyn and Evelyn to share, because these two ladies have really been fairly consistent at bringing me three-way calls. And so Tristyn, why don't you go ahead and go first and just share a little bit about how that's looked and what's kind of what you've been able to accomplish as a result of that.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say I can only see the name because I haven't met her, but Jasmine, I'm coming over for dinner because it looks like she's making zucchini noodles. So I'm totally calling her out. But as far as the three-way calls, I think for me, honestly, I just got started because I was super intimidated and just didn't feel like I knew enough. So I felt like this is a really great way to be able to kind of offset what I don't know to somebody else who does know, who has experienced, results. And I think, again, especially because I didn't really see many physical results of Juice Plus in the beginning. So it's a great way to have someone else's story kind of shine. And I realized, like, in my own life, I think the more validation I can get about something, or the more people that I can talk to, the more confident I become. So for me, I think I just kind of gauge the person and see if I feel like you would be open to a three-way call. I tend to use it both for product and business. I think I started more with product, but I just kind of would be like, hey, I have a really good friend. She's a mom. She's super knowledgeable about all things health. She's a health coach. And I'm just wondering, I think it might be valuable if we just had a conversation. You can just to learn some more information. Like, there's no pressure. We can keep it super short. And I basically set it up as this is going to be valuable to them. Like, this is not intended to push them towards anything, but just give them more insight, give them more value, because I want them to feel like this is going to be a safe place. Because I feel like sometimes, if we open up three-way call, it's like, oh, well, you're just trying to persuade me to do something. So, and I mean, honestly, from the three-way calls, I feel like it's not pushy. It is adding value to that person, or sharing a testimony, sharing a story, sharing more in-depth knowledge of Juice Plus that I maybe couldn't communicate via Messenger or something like that. And then again, some like similar for the business, just like, hey, I have a mom and a friend and a health coach, and she's been in this business for a really long time, and she's really successful. And, I'm still kind of just getting started and building my team. I'd love for you to be able to connect with her and be able to chat. And, would you be open to this? And when would be a good time? And so I kind of just opened the door that way. And I would say, I want to say that every three-way call has turned into something. So it's either turned into a new team member or someone ordering the product. And for the product, at least, I feel like everyone was skeptical. And then after talking with Carmen, they're like, all right, sign me up. I'm ordering the product. Because again, like, Carmen's story is powerful. It's more powerful than mine because mine is still being written. And so just that confidence and the ease of just knowing what to say and, really having that knowledge and that background, I think is just really valuable to have just that extra validation. So that's kind of how it's worked for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Tristyn's really, really good about just, messaging me, or she'll just book me on time trade, and she'll say, hey, I booked you for tomorrow afternoon at 2:00, and here's who we're talking to. And then she always gives me a little bit of a synopsis of who we're talking to, so I have a little bit of background. But I usually go into the call not really knowing a whole lot, because I want to hear from the person. I want to know who that person is, and see if I can get to know them really on a authentic level. So good. Okay, Evelyn.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I absolutely love three-way calls. I think that they're so valuable. The third-party validation is so key. You can say the same thing over and over, but when someone else says it, somehow it brings more power to your message. So I really do value the three-way calls. And like Tristyn, most of the three-way calls that I've done have, moved a person forward in either ordering the product or becoming a rep. So I think that that's awesome. I like to use them even, after the person becomes a rep to teach them. I mean, there's like so many reasons to use them, but just introducing the product, I think it's really wonderful to hear from another person, just to get that third party validation. And sometimes the way that they say it is just slightly different, that just kind of processes better. And so it's just a really great tool. There's also a technique to it, which I'm sure Carmen will cover, or she's going to talk about, but the whole sandwich where you introduce the speaker or the person that, you introduce both people, and then you kind of sit back and listen, because this is really an opportunity for that other person to get to know your potential prospect or potential representative, and you want to kind of just sit back and listen and let that happen without interruption, because they may not have another opportunity to speak to them again. Hopefully they will if they become a team member or a customer, but you don't know. So this is the one chance, and you really want to like make that person, listen and be able to hear Carmen or whoever you're doing the three-way call with. I really love to use three-way calls with different people. I use Carmen most of the time because she's my cousin and my NMD, but Julie Herbst is here in Florida, and I've used her several times for three-way calls. I actually asked Mo to do a three-way call with me because I had a friend of mine who had an autoimmune disease, and Mo has an autoimmune disease. I like to connect the people in some way, have some kind of similarity to them so that they can kind of relate to one another. And obviously we all have ties to, in different ways. But I do like to kind of make that connection so that they can feel like there's an automatic, connection there. So, it's really a great tool. So I guess
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else I want to say about it at this point.
That was awesome. I'm so glad that you actually said that about the technique for it. So what Evelyn was sharing is that, so if you're inviting one of your prospects to get on the phone with me, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to actually start that call, and you're going to make introductions, and you're going to say, Mary, I'm so excited for you to meet my friend Carmen. This is all about Carmen. You're going to edify me. And then you're going to say, and Carmen, I can't wait for you to meet Mary. This is how I know her, and this is what, her family looks like. And this is, a little bit about her. Carmen, meet Mary, Mary, meet Carmen. And then that's right. You just kind of mute yourself, and Mary and I will talk for the rest of the time. And, towards the end of the call, I'll probably say, hey, did you have anything that you wanted to add? But in the middle there, typically you do want to just kind of be quiet and just listen. And I'll ask if I want you to hop in for anything. Okay. So I'm so excited to start doing more three-way calls with all of you guys. And I just want to reiterate that, especially when you're new, you don't know the answers, and that's okay. You don't have to. I would much rather you spend your time talking to people and being excited about what you have to offer, and then bring me in to answer those questions. Bring me in. It is totally okay for you to say, you know what, I'm still brand new. I'm really learning here, and I don't know the answer to that, but I will find out for you. Or if you have someone who has a ton of questions, that's a perfect opportunity to say, you know what, you have so many questions, and actually I want to learn the answers to them too. So what do you think? Would you be open to getting on the phone and meeting my friend Carmen? She's been doing this for a really long time. She knows a lot, way more than I do about this, and I know she'll be able to answer your questions. What are some good days and times that will work for you? And then we set it up and we get on the phone. Okay. Any questions? Does anybody else want to have anything that they want to add about three-way calls?
I just want to say one thing with that. I feel like, at least from what I've received, like I think it's very reassuring for people to hear that like you don't know everything. Like I think what I've learned is the more vulnerable and raw that I can be in the thing is like, hey, I want to have this three-way call because I don't know everything. And like, if you have questions that I can't answer, I want to have someone else there. So just being okay with like not knowing everything. I feel like up front I used to be so nervous about not knowing, and now I just have learned to use resources. And so just saying that, you know, in the invitation is just totally okay, because it's just showing the realness of, hey, I don't know everything, and you know, I'm still figuring this out, and here's someone that does, and that's why I want to offer it to you.
Yes. And that reminds me, and the other thing that you're doing is you're teaching our system. Okay. When you know, start the conversation, share your story, send them something to watch, send them a link or, you know, an event or something to watch so that they learn a little bit more. They're interested in learning more about it. And then you bring them to a 3-way call. That's our system. You follow up and you bring them to a 3-way call. That's our system. And so if you're doing that with your prospects, guess what? When they join our team, what are they going to do? They're going to do the same thing. They're going to do what you did. Or what you did with them, right? I mean, isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we want? We want people out there having conversations and sharing, you know, their stories and sharing Juice Plus, and then bringing those 3-way calls to us, right? That's what we want. And when I say us, you know, I know some of you are very, very capable to do the product and some of the business calls, 3-way calls yourself, but you still need to be bringing me people, okay? Even if you're doing them with your team, you still need to be bringing me people, just like I still bring Julie Herbst people. I'm a national marketing director, but I still do 3-way calls with my sponsor because I need that third-party validation, just like you guys do. You guys might think I know a whole lot, but the people that I meet, you know, at Kroger, they don't know me from Adam, and they don't know what I know, right? So they don't, you know, that I still need that third-party validation. I still need someone to come in behind me and amen what I've already said, okay? So, all right, it's about time that we have to hop on over to our next Zoom call. So we are hopping over to, oh shoot, let me look at that Zoom number. And we're gonna do a one simple change, product driven. Why can't I find it? I'm not looking in the right place. Zoom. Evelyn's going to be sharing her story. Can't find it. All right, I got it. It is 574-529-497. Okay, so we'll hop up. Thank you, Evelyn. So we'll hop over there, and then we will do our one simple change, and that'll be awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys getting on.